Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
This video now we are going to discuss regarding classification of fungi. So this classification of fungi very important for NEET examination point of view as well as public examinations point of view, but public examinations are not there in +1 no, so that's why. So definitely classification of a fungi important for NEET examinations. So thereby, this classification of a fungi, now I am going to take on this classification of a fungi. Now I am going to take 2 videos. Definitely 2 videos I will give you. So definitely this entire information, so try to read and try to listen and try to improve your knowledge on this classification of fungi. Now let us attack. Now first one is classification of fungi. So fungal members are divided into 4 classes. So for the first time only I have written important point. The fungal members are divided into 4 classes according to the separation of mycelium, and one more is on the basis of the characteristics of feature of reproduction. Means, so 4 classes are there. So there are different types of classes are there. So based on which one we have been divided, one is based on the according to the separation of mycelium, and one more is reproduction characters. So based on this one we have been divided into 4 classes. So what are those? First one is Phycomycetes, second one Ascomycetes, third one Basidiomycetes, and fourth one Deuteromycetes. One more time, Phycomycetes, Ascoma, ASCO, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, and one more is Deuteromycetes. Now Phycomycetes concern, let us start to learn. Now here these 4 are 4 classes. One more time, Phyco, Asco, Basidio, Deutero. Phyco, Asco, Basidio, Deutero. Okay. Now first one is Phycomycetes. Now these Phycomycetes fungal members are found in aquatic habitats. Very important. So these fungal members means Phycomycetes. These Phycomycetes are found in aquatic habitats and present on decaying wood. So definitely, so these members are present in decaying wood in moist and dampy places. Okay, so means what is the point? So definitely these Phycomycetes are present in aquatic habitats. So by being in aquatic habitats, so present on the decaying wood, okay, decaying wood in moist as well as dampy places. So it is also known as algal fungi. So don't forget about Phycomycetes. We will be calling by one more name, algal fungi. So some of these members can grow as obligatory parasites on the plants. So don't forget, this point is important. So these Phycomycetes definitely grows on the decaying wood in moist conditions as well as dampy places. So that's why this particular Phycomycetes we will be calling as by one more name, algal fungi. And some of these members can grow as obligatory parasites on the plants. Obligatory parasites means here what is the point here we can understand. No, Obligatory parasites means, so suppose here the plants availability is not there, means the plants are not there, means so these Phycomycetes cannot grow, or we cannot be seen the development of Phycomycetes in absence of plants. So such kind of word we will be calling as obligatory, means in absence of plants we could not see the presence of Phycomycetes. Why? Because definitely for the development of these Phycomycetes, which one is required? Plants are required. So don't forget this point. Now these Phycomycetes we will be calling by one more name, algal fungi. Algal fungi. Next one, hyphae. So hyphae are non-septate and cenocytic. So non-septate means suppose here one tube-like structure is there, means so there walls will be there now. So walls. So likewise, so hyphae is non-septate and cenocytic. Cenocytic is nothing but presence of more number of nuclei in a particular cell. So means here the presence of more number of nucleuses we will be terming as, or we will be calling as cenocytic. Now you see there in a Phycomycetes, Phycomycetes members are non-septate and cenocytic. So next one, asexual reproduction. So now asexual reproduction concerned, so definitely asexual reproduction takes place with the help of motile zoospores. So in previous video we have seen, so definitely asexual reproduction so taking place through the zoospores or motile zoospores, and one more non-motile sporangiospores and chlamydospores or conidia. Likewise there are different types of asexual reproduction types we can be seen. Okay, next one is sexual reproduction concerned. So definitely it is formed by the fusion of two different types of gametes, definitely form a zygote or zygospore. Don't forget this point also is important in a Phycomycetes. So by the fusion of two different types of gametes, or by the fusion of two gametes, definitely which one formation takes place? Diploid zygote formation takes place, or diploid zygospore formation takes place. These gametes are morphologically similar. So in some cases, definitely suppose if the gametes are morphologically similar, so such kind of gametes we will be calling as isogamous condition. Next one, suppose if the gametes are morphologically dissimilar, so such kind of gametes we will be calling as anisogamous condition or oogamous condition. Means suppose here the gametes are morphologically similar. Suppose if the gametes are morphologically similar, isogamous condition. Suppose if the gametes are morphologically dissimilar, anisogamous condition or oogamous condition. So now, so what are the examples we can be seen under this one? So Mucor, Albugo, Rhizopus. One more time. What are the examples? Mucor, Albugo, Rhizopus. So Mucor, Albugo, Rhizopus are the best examples of Phycomycetes. So this Rhizopus we will be calling by one more name, bread mold. Rhizopus also known as bread mold. Next one, Albugo. Albugo is also Albugo is parasitic fungi on mustard. One more time, Albugo is parasitic fungi. One more time, Albugo is parasitic fungi on mustard, and this particular Albugo causes white rust disease in crucifers. Now one more point, Albugo causes white rust in crucifers, and this particular Albugo acting as a parasitic fungi on mustard. So best examples of Phycomycetes, Mucor, Albugo, Rhizopus. Okay. Now let us discuss some more information diagrammatically of Rhizopus. Now here you see that Rhizopus. So here structures concerned. So here, so stolon is there. So that is attached to the substratum by means of rhizoids. So suppose here one bread piece slice is there. Suppose if you throw the bread slice to the atmospheric conditions to outside, definitely we can, after 2 or 3 days, we will find the black color particles on that. So those structures are nothing but rhizopus structure only. So in this particular case, so these rhizopus get attached to the substrate by means of rhizoids. Okay, now here the like aerial and erect structures are there. So the structures which are present on the stolon we will be calling as sporangiospores. These sporangiospores terminal part, the terminal part of these sporangiospores is known as sporangium. Sporangium is situated at the terminal region of sporangiospores, and these sporangium produce spores here. Once you see there, here dots are there now. So these dots only we will be taking as spores. Likewise, so the structure of rhizopus we can be seen. Now let us move back to the Phycomycetes ones. Now Phycomycetes members definitely present in or mostly present in aquatic habitats. Next one, where these are all present means definitely present on decaying wood in moist as well as damp places. So decaying wood as well as we can be seen in damp places. So these Phycomycetes members we will be calling as algal fungi members or algal fungi. So next one, these Phycomycetes members are obligatory parasites, means obligatory parasites on the plants, means in absence of plants or without without plants these Phycomycetes cannot survive. That's why these Phycomycetes we will be calling as obligatory parasites. Next one, hyphae concern. So definitely these hyphae members or hyphae are non-septate. Non-septate means separating wall is absent. So next one, cenocytic. Cenocytic means presence of more number of nucleus. Next one, asexual reproduction concern definitely taking place with motile zoospores and non-motile sporangiospores and chlamydospores, and one more is conidia. Next one, sexual reproduction by fusion of gametes and form zygospore, means sexual reproduction taking place by fusion of gametes known as zygospores, and asexual reproduction taking place by zoospores, motile zoospores and non-motile sporangiospores, chlamydospores, and one more is conidia. Next one, these gametes, means here the gametes involvement is there in sexual reproduction. So these gametes are morphologically similar. Suppose if the gametes are morphologically similar, so such kind of gametes we will be calling as isogametes, and the condition is isogamous condition. Next one, suppose the gametes are morphologically dissimilar, so such kind of gametes anisogametes, and phenomenon is anisogamous and or oogamous condition we can be taken. Likewise, examples concern mucor, albugo, rhizopus. Rhizopus we will be calling by one more name, bread mold. Next one, mucor, albugo concern parasitic fungi on mustard. So this albugo causes white rust in crucifers. So likewise, so rhizopus diagram also now we have seen. Next one, let us move on to the Ascomycetes. Now these are all members, these are Ascomycetes members we will be calling by one more name, sac fungi. So Ascomycetes also known as a sac fungi, it represents the large group of higher fungi. So means definitely these Ascomycetes represents the large group of higher fungi. So in a previous video I have given so definitely higher fungal members. So what are the things we have seen? One is Ascomycetes and one more is Basidiomycetes we see So that is the point here I have mentioned by one more time. Next one, the plant body is represented by mycelium. Don't forget one point. So definitely in fungal members plant body is represented as mycelium. The plant body of a fungal members is known as mycelium. Okay. Next one, the vegetative plant body is unicellular. So here, so in Ascomycetes, actually one point in starting itself I have given in a total of fungal members, one and only the example is there for unicellular fungal members. So now that one we are observing in Ascomycetes. Now unicellular fungal members best example is yeast. So this is this yeast only just unicellular one, and one and only the unicellular example in entire fungal kingdom. Next one, multicellular members and remaining all members of fungi definitely multicellular. Now here in under Ascomycetes, multicellular members are penicillium. So still many of them multicellular only. Now we have taken just one example, penicillium. Now unicellular example yeast and multicellular examples penicillium. Now mycelium is, mycelium means which one? The fungal plant body. Fungal plant body now we are calling as mycelium. Now that particular mycelium is branched as well as septate. Don't forget, mycelium means fungal plant body is known as mycelium. This particular mycelium is branched as well as septate. Next one, these members means in Ascomycetes members, saprophytic organisms means saprophytic fungi is there, decomposers are there, parasites are there. So parasites, now let us see one by one. Saprophytes means definitely depends on dead and decay organisms. Decomposers helps in a decomposition process. Next one, parasites means takes the food materials or engulf the food materials from the living organisms, or and one more, some kind of members present or grows on the dung also. So this point already in previous video I have given. Suppose if any kind of fungal members grows on the dung, so such kind of organisms we will be calling as coprophilous. So already we learned this point, coprophilous. Coprophilous means suppose if the fungal members grows on or grow on dung, so such particular fungal members we will be calling as coprophilous. Next one, in Ascomycetes, vegetative propagation consent, vegetative reproduction may occur by budding, fission and fragmentation. One more time, vegetative propagation may occur by budding, fission and one more is fragmentation. Next one, asexual reproduction consent. So asexual reproduction takes place by chlamydospores and one more is conidia. Chlamydospores and conidia. Next one, sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction takes place through the sexual spores. Sexual reproduction takes place through sexual spores. Sexual spores in Ascomycetes known as ascospores. Don't forget, sexual reproduction in Ascomycetes takes place by here how sexual spores known as ascospores. Now these ascospores are produced endogenously in the sac-like structure known as ascus. One more time, ascospores are present or developed endogenously in a sac-like structure. Sac-like means pocket-like structures. These are pocket-like structures only in ascospores we will be calling as ascus. This particular ascus is present on the fruiting body ascocarp. Once first of all, so how we can see now, ascocarp is there. On the ascocarp, ascus is present, and on the or within the ascus so what we can be seen, spores we can be seen. So asexual spores, ascospores. One more time, ascospores are produced endogenously in a sac-like structure known as ascus, and this ascus is present on the fruiting body. So based on that, so first down ascocarp, and on the ascocarp ascus, and within the ascus ascospores are present. So diagrammatically we can means a diagram we can assume in our mind. Now here next one, Saccharomyces. Now the Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So here the Saccharomyces I have written. So Saccharomyces is a scientific name of yeast. So this particular yeast members we will be calling by one more name. That is Baker's yeast, and one more name is Brewer's yeast. So actually these 2 points in the second year I will give you. So but one more time you can learn now. So that is Saccharomyces yeast. Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a scientific name of yeast. So this particular yeast we will be calling by two other names. One is Baker's yeast and one more is brewer's yeast. Why baker's yeast means definitely involves in baking industry, and why brewer's yeast means involves in brewer's industry respectively. Okay ma, so this point you will learn this point by one more time in a second year. Okay, now so now let us moving on to the next example, that is penicillium. So penicillium, so this particular penicillium under this one Fleming discovered penicillin. So penicillium notatum. So here this information I hope you know very well, but even though if you don't know, but definitely I will give you that information is penicillium. This particular penicillium information regarding, so Fleming discovered penicillin. So Fleming discovered penicillin. This particular penicillin is a first commercial antibiotic. So first commercial antibiotic is penicillin, and this particular penicillin we will be calling by one more name, wonder drug. Wonder drug. So this one we have obtained from the penicillium notatum. So who is that? Who is the inventor or who discovered? So definitely Fleming, Alexander Fleming discovered the penicillin. So first commercial antibiotic we will be calling by one more name, wonder drug. So definitely we have this particular wonder drug or penicillin we have obtained from the penicillium notatum. Next example concern aspergillus. Aspergillus is most common laboratory weed. So this particular aspergillus is most common laboratory weed. Don't forget important point. Aspergillus is the most common laboratory weed, also known as guinea pig. This particular aspergillus we will be calling by one more name, guinea pig of the plant kingdom. Don't forget, aspergillus is a common laboratory weed. It is also known as guinea pig of plant kingdom. Next one, this Aspergillus flavus is another species. Aspergillus flavus produces, so this point also is important, Aspergillus flavus produce carcinogenic toxins. So Aspergillus flavus produce carcinogenic toxins known as aflatoxin. AFLA toxin. Aflatoxin when it grows on stored grains. So here suppose if the grains are stored for a long time, so definitely there what is the thing we can be seen? No, definitely the formation of carcinogenic toxin we can be seen. The name is aflatoxin. So this particular aflatoxin is a carcinogenic toxin produces from the Aspergillus flavus. So don't forget important, Aspergillus flavus. Next one, claviceps concern. Claviceps it is a parasite on rye plant. One more time. So this claviceps are present on rye plant and causes ergot disease. Don't forget. So this particular claviceps produce or what is our disease it causes? It causes ergot disease. Ergot disease. So and one more, where it is present means it is present or takes the food materials from the, or it is acting as parasite on the rye plant. Next one, Neurospora concern, it is also known as Drosophila of plant kingdom. This particular thing, Neurospora is also known as Drosophila of plant kingdom. It is an important experimental organism in biochemical and genetic experiments. Don't forget one more time, Neurospora is also known as Drosophila of plant kingdom. So this Neurospora we will be calling as Drosophila of plant kingdom, and it is an important experiments organism or experimental organism in biochemical as well as genetic research. Means here in order to do of which one biochemical reactions or genetic research, so definitely which one we must use means Neurospora. So Neurospora. Next one. So next one, morels as well as truffles. Morels and truffles. Next example, morels as well as truffles. So these two are edible. Morels as well as truffles are edible and delicious. morels as well as truffles. These are all delicious and it is a type of costlier edible fungi. So, this point also you try to remember. So, morels as well as truffles, these two are edible fungi, do not forget. So, morels as well as truffles are edible fungi and very delicacious, means delicious. That is why, so because of the edible nature and because of the more delicious, so these particular morels as well as truffles are costliest edible fungi. So, we will be considering costliest one. So, now under this one, under Ascomycetes, so what are the examples we have seen? So, there are different types of examples we have seen. So, first one is unicellular yeast we seen, next one multicellular penicillium, next one what are the examples, next one now you come here, penicillium we seen, aspergillus we seen, next one aspergillus flavus we seen, next one claviceps we seen, neurospora we seen, next one morels and truffles, means approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, means approximately more than 5 examples we have seen. So, all these examples try to remember under Ascomycetes. Now, let us have a look on this Ascomycetes. Why? Because it is a very important topic. Let us have a look on this. So, now Ascomycetes, sac fungi, definitely we will be considering this Ascomycetes as a higher fungi. Definitely plant body is mycelium. Next one there in Ascomycetes, unicellular fungi best example is yeast. Next one in multicellular best example is penicillium. Now, definitely the mycelium means fungal plant body is branched and septate. Okay. Next one saprophytic members are there, decomposers are there, parasites are there. Next one some kind of parasites present on the dung also, some kind of parasites. Next one vegetative reproduction concerned budding, fusion, fragmentation. Next one asexual reproduction concerned chlamydospores, and one more is conidia. So, chlamydospores and conidia, to learn this information you try to see previous video. Next one sexual reproduction concerned. So, definitely sexual reproduction process takes place with the help of sexual spores. So, these sexual spores means the sexual spores in Ascomycetes we will be calling as ascospore, ascospores which are placed or which are produced endogenously. So, these ascospores which are produced endogenously in a sac like structure. So, means here the ascospores are produced endogenously in a sac like structure known as ascus. Means ascospores are present within the ascus. This particular ascus is present on the fruiting bodies known as ascocarp. Okay. Now, Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a scientific name of yeast. This particular yeast only we will be calling by two different names. One is Baker's yeast and one more is Brewer's yeast. One is Baker's yeast and one more is Brewer's yeast. Why? Because, so why we are calling this yeast as Baker's yeast means we will be using this yeast in making of bread and all. Next one, why we are calling this yeast as a Brewer's yeast means we will be using this particular yeast in preparation or in production of alcohols, beverages industries. That is why brewing industries. Okay, I have written. Next one, examples concern penicillin, aspergillus, next one claviceps, neurospora, morels and truffles. So, let us see one by one. Penicillin concerned or penicillium. So, there for the first time Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. So, this penicillin antibiotic. So, first commercial antibiotic it is. So, this particular thing we will be calling by one more name, wonder drug. So, this one we have been obtained from the Penicillium notatum. So, Penicillium notatum. Next one aspergillus. Aspergillus is the most common laboratory weed. So, now aspergillus, one more time, aspergillus is the most common laboratory weed, also known as guinea pig. This aspergillus we will be calling by one more name, guinea pig of plant kingdom. Next one, aspergillus flavus. Aspergillus flavus produces carcinogenic toxins. Aspergillus flavus produces carcinogenic toxins known as aflatoxin. aflatoxin. So where we can be seen the development of these aflatoxins means, so when it grows means definitely it grows on the stored grains. So this particular Aspergillus flavus produces carcinogenic toxins. This carcinogenic toxin's name is aflatoxin. So where it will be produced means on stored grains we can be seen the production or the secretion of aflatoxin. Okay, next one, claviceps. Claviceps best example, claviceps where we can be seen it is acting as a parasite on the rye plant and causes ergot disease. Claviceps ergot disease causes. Next one, Neurospora. So it is also known as Drosophila of a plant kingdom. Why? Because it is a very important for experimental purposes, experimental organism. So in biochemical as well as genetic research. So genetic, biochemical as well as genetic research concerned, definitely this Neurospora helps. Next one, morels and truffles. Morels and truffles are edible. So definitely we can eat this one, edible fungi best examples, morels as well as truffles. Next one, it is a very delicious, means very delicious. So that's why it is we will be considering as most costliest edible fungi. Costliest edible fungi. Next one, third one. So that is third group is nothing but our third class. Third class is Basidiomycetes. So till now, so two classes we have completed. One is Phycomycetes and one more is Ascomycetes. Now let us start to learn the Basidiomycetes. Now these Basidiomycetes also known as club fungus. Don't forget Basidiomycetes also known as club fungus. Ascomycetes also known as sac fungi. So don't forget Basidiomycetes third class. So these Basidiomycetes we will be calling by one more name, club fungus. So it comprises 25,000 species of mushrooms, rusts, smuts, toadstools, puffballs and bracket fungi. So likewise there are different types of examples which are comes under Basidiomycetes. Now they are mostly terrestrial. So definitely these are all present on the land, terrestrial, and here these members are saprophytic and parasitic members are there. Saprophytic members are there, and as well as so under parasitic rusts are there as well as smuts are there. So means these are all mostly terrestrial and saprophytic nutrition as well as parasitic nutrition is there. Under parasitic best two examples rusts as well as smuts. Next one, this mycelium is branched as well as septate. So here this particular mycelium is branched as well as septate. This is very just one or two points of information regarding Basidiomycetes. Huge information in the next video I will give you. So my request is you try to listen, try to learn this particular information, particular video without skipping. So means the classification of fungi definitely helps to you in public in a NEET examination. So mostly, so maximum I have covered all examples here. Try to see this video 2 or 3 times. So thereby you will be familiar with all these examples. So means in the next video I will cover Basidiomycetes as well as Deuteromycetes. Don't miss these two videos. Okay. Thank you.